Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you all to Huilen Business Talk Show. A very good subjects is coming up. How to alleviate conflicts in conversation and social relations. Does the topic sounds interesting to you? Well, first of all, I need to tell you right away that I am talking on the talk show from my viewpoints, personal viewpoints. It can be suitable or not suitable to you, or you may understand or not understand. So there's no need to argue or to quarrel, saying this is right or this is wrong. There's no need to do so. There's no need actually. So to start, I can say arguments and quarrels have pervaded every family for generations. Is that right? Yeah, the husband wants to keep this refrigerator and the wife wants to replace with a new one, and they argue. They cannot agree with one another. Or a child in the family wants to go on the school trip. The father allows the child to do so, but the mother doesn't allow. They argue again. Or the child wants to ride a bike to school. The mother says it's dangerous and would not allow. But the father says the child needs to learn to be independent, and they continue arguing. Is that right? Or the husband puts the table and chairs in the right corner, the wife pulls them to the left corner, and they argue again. Wow, the arguments and quarrels would go on endlessly. These endless arguments often happen in families only, mostly, but very rarely in offices of companies or large corporations. Is that right? You know, what is the reason? As I see, the reason is that the level of organizational management in the companies is often much higher than the family, much higher. So what's the key point that help the company run smoothly? Without the director and deputy director arguing like the husband and wife at home? You know, that is thanks to the mutual understanding of principles. What principle is it? What principle is this? Now, the first principle, I say principle. The first is the principle of fairness. So what does it mean? What does it mean? You know, the principle of fairness. It says whoever bears the greatest obligations and responsibilities or task would have the highest right of decision. I said that one more time. Whoever bears the greater or the greatest obligations or bigger responsibilities would have the highest right of decision. You see? So in a company, there cannot be two directors at the same time of equal authority. No, never. Because then at the time, the director, what the company can never exist, right? Because so many men, so many minds, so many kinds. There must be only one director. So the director in the company is the one who has the highest responsibility and also, and therefore has the greatest decision-making authority, the highest decision-making authority that way. So everyone understands and no one argues with the director for the right to make decisions, right? Is that right or wrong? It could be the same in the family. You children who are still dependent on the parents are not allowed to do things on your own without the permission from the parents. Impossible, because you are dependent. But if you want your freedom, and you want to do what you want. So you have to achieve the ability and the courage to be independent first. So make sure you can earn your own money, make your own living, taking care of your own housing, right? If not, you have to obey, of course. You want to travel with your friends, but your parents don't allow, then happily accept it. There's no other way. No complaining, no complaining. And, and also, you should not ask for an explanation from the parent if they are not willing to do so. So don't argue with your parents like what you often see in some Western movies, where you can see children argue with the parents aggressively that way. No, no, no. Not everything in the movies is suitable. No, no, no. Not everything can be imitated. No, no. I don't think so. It's the same. The same thing is true for husband and wife. Most cases of arguments and conflicts are due to the lack of the spirit of this principle. I mean, the principle of fairness, fairness, fairness. But anyway, however, husband and wife are one. Husband and wife are one. So let's put love first, and then make arguments later. So husband and wife should sympathize, 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 sympathize. Feel for understanding. But anyway, if it doesn't work, if the husband and wife cannot reach the mutual agreement, what should we do? Huh? What should we do? Remember, the husband and wife are equal. They have equal rights towards the children. Remember, the wife contributes the egg, and the husband contributes the sperm. Yeah, the wife contributes to the pregnancy, and the husband contributes to nurturing. So the husband and wife should have equal rights. But what if you cannot reach a mutual agreement? For example, your child wants to go on a school trip, but the husband doesn't agree, but the wife says it is good. Go on, go on, go on, go ahead. So what should people do? Simple. Just act like the two football teams in the stadium. Who has which team has the right to choose to choose the field before playing? Can you see? So the referee tosses the coins, two-sided coins up, right? And then just let it fall down the ground. So which team has the coins face up would have the right to decide. It's the same in a family. It should be the same in a family. Okay, so you can the father and the wife and his wife can let the child toss up the coins. Okay, and who has the coin face up would has the right to decide, or the father and the mother can express their own opinion and let the children or let the child choose what he or she likes. That's the best way. And how about in business? What if the couple, the husband and wife, runs a business together? So the principle suggests that whoever contributes more to the job, to the work, to the business, has the decision, the right of decision. So you need to know and account the work, count the work, measure the amount of work and the value it brings. Whoever has the larger contribution to the business has the right to decide on policies, on premises, and on the shelves, on the chairs, on the tables, etc. Everything. It will be the same in the kitchen work, right? In the kitchen work. So whoever does more in the kitchen has the right to decide about the kitchen. Or if you want to make your own decision, you have to cook it yourself. Is that right? So if the wife do most of the kitchen work, she has the right to decide. No complaining, no complaining. If you impose, if the man impose on his wife, it's against the common rule. No, no, no. But in any family where if the decision making power is in the hands of the husband, I think inhibi inhibitions are very high. Inhibition would be very high. How can they have comfort and leisure that way? No, no, no. Huh? But no one gives the husband the highest authority in the family. No. Wow, the law does not stipulate that. It is obvious that the husband and wife are equal legally. It's the same in the company. Whoever has the largest shares what the highest decision making power. And when there is no consensus, what would people do? The most civilized way is to voting is good. Voting is best. So therefore, the board of directors in a company usually have 5 or 7 people, right? What equivalence cognitive level. And when voting, the decision will follow the majority that way. So those who do not work or do not have the responsibility should not speak at high voice. Wow, no rights to decide, right? Mm. That's the first principle. The second principle would be this one, the principle of title and duty. The principle of title and duty. Title and duty. What does it say? Title and duty. So say what is your title? And in accordance to your title, do its duty. Whoever has a title would take the duty accordingly. That way. It is also a very good lesson from an ancient Chinese sage on how to treat people. I think it's a very good lesson. King should be king, and a subject should be a subject. King should be king, and subject should be subject. So the lesson says the king must be a true king, carrying out the duty of the king, and the subjects must be true subjects, doing the things the subjects are supposed to do. In the same way, father should be a true father, and the son and the child makes a true child. So that is, everyone must behave in accordance with their title and their duty. Otherwise, there will be chaos all over the place, and there will be no longer be any system. So you can say all relation breakdowns in every organization almost stem from this cause. They do not work, they do not live, or they do not do or behave appropriately according to the title. You can see. Is that right or wrong? That is right, of course. If a king does not love his subjects and does not take care of the country, so no one will consider him a king and will not obey, right? Civilians or the subjects who do not obey the king deserve to be punished, of course. But the parents do not become true parents, do not sacrifice and do not take effort to raise or discipline their children and do not love their children. What happened? The children will not respect them or obey them. And children who do not show respect to the parents, smoking cigarettes, acting arrogantly in front of the parents and grandparents as if they are equals, have almost no credibility with anyone. It is not fine or okay for a wife to act not like a wife, being unfaithful, having promiscuous or unprincipled relations as if she were unmarried. It would be the same for the husband. The family will fall apart, of course. So the second principle would be title and duty. What is your title and do the duty in accordance with the title? The last principle would be the freedom of equality. The principle of freedom and equality. What does it say? This principle says that everyone has the right to their own and different opinions. Remember, not accepting the other people's differences will cause conflicts. They have the right to be different, of course. They have the right to choose their own hairstyle, clothes, or the way of thinking. You have no right to impose. You have no right to impose your opinion on other people. You only have the right if you have the responsibility towards them. Just like when you hire people or you pay money to hire employees, and you can ask them to wear the uniforms you like or behave the way you like, of course. People have also the right to worship their own saints or gods. They also have the right to define their own democracy and human rights, as long as they do not harm and negatively influence other people. No one have the right to impose them. Oh, you see. The husband say, wow, go on a trip, school trip, and enjoy a day out. The wife says, well, it's too dangerous. To go on a trip to the waterfall is too dangerous. Of course, the child can swim, but it's too dangerous. Or in a company, people can quarrel this way. But the best way for people is to vote, right? And they can bring the conflicts to the director, and the director is the one who has the final say. Yeah, so there would be no conflicts going on like in family. I really think that's the talk show helps to give you another viewpoint for reference. You may like it or you may not. Thank you very much for watching.